What makes a new car brand stand out in Britain's second-largest EV market? Today, we're diving into China's GAC launching UK sales with two Aion brand EVs. With global sales hitting 2 million vehicles in 2024 and overseas sales rising 67%, while facing European tariffs, GAC's timing is bold. Why now? Why only Aion? Backed by joint ventures with Honda and Toyota and a sleek European design studio in Milan, GAC isn't showing up unprepared. Could prices undercutting VW and Tesla catch your eye? Or would you trust a lesser-known brand if it offered value and smart features? Hit subscribe for more on emerging EV players. Ready to explore how GAC plans to take on the UK market and maybe win you over? Big news in the EV world. China's GAC is officially entering the UK market. Did you know GAC is now the fourth Chinese automaker launching here just this month? Partnering with GAC Motors UK, they've signed a major deal to distribute two EV models. The first two are the Aion EV SUV and the Aion UT hatchback, with customer deliveries starting in the first quarter of 2026. Pretty exciting, right? Why do you think Chinese brands are suddenly so focused on the UK? Is it the £650 million in government EV subsidies recently announced? Those incentives offer up to £3,750 for cars under £37,000. UK customers seem ready too. 1 in 4 cars sold here in June was electric. Unlike the EU, Britain hasn't imposed tariffs on Chinese EVs, making the UK an even more appealing entry point. Can GAC's Aion models stand out in a growing market with names like BYD and Geely already here? It's going to be fascinating to see how GAC's debut shakes up the scene. Let's talk about the two models kicking things off: the Aion EV SUV and the Aion UT hatchback. Which one would fit your lifestyle better? The Aion EV, aimed squarely at the Tesla Model Y and Skoda Enyaq, packs a 90 kilowatt-hour battery with a range of 324 miles. Impressive, right? Now, the Aion UT is often called China's version of the Mini. It's a smart city hatchback, slightly larger than the Volkswagen ID.3, offering a 267-mile range thanks to its 60 kilowatt-hour lithium iron phosphate battery. How important is range to you when considering an EV? Inside, both models boast modern touches like a 14.6-inch infotainment touchscreen and an 8.8-inch digital instrument panel. The Aion UT even lets its seats fold flat to form a bed-like space. Could that be useful on long trips or camping weekends? GAC is positioning these as premium yet affordable, targeting the mid to high £20,000 price range for the UT and slightly higher for the V. So why is GAC choosing the UK now? For starters, Britain is Europe's second largest EV market after Germany. Plus, GAC Motors already distributes EV vans here, so expanding with passenger vehicles made sense. Does it surprise you that GAC focuses solely on the Aion brand for now, rather than bringing in its other lines like Trumpchi or Haikon? According to Wayne Wei, GAC International's president, this marks a crucial step in GAC's internationalization strategy. They aren't just dipping their toes in. GAC is looking for a real foothold. UK buyers might ask, what makes GAC trustworthy? Well, GAC ranks number 181 in the Fortune Global 500 and operates joint ventures with Honda and Toyota. That pedigree counts, doesn't it? They also have a European design studio in Milan, showing a commitment to regional preferences. Does local styling influence your buying decision? GAC already operates in 84 countries worldwide, so this isn't their first rodeo. With GAC planning additional Aion models for Britain in the future, could this be just the start of a broader product rollout? GAC isn't only focusing on the UK, they have a serious global push underway. Did you know their global sales hit 2 million vehicles in 2024, despite a 20% drop in China? Interestingly, their sales outside China rose 67% to 127,000 vehicles. Why do you think their international numbers are climbing while local sales drop? GAC is already active in Portugal, Poland, Brazil, and other markets. Yet, there's a catch. The European Commission is imposing tariffs on Chinese-made EVs. How will GAC navigate that? According to Wei Haigang, GAC's general manager for international business, they're exploring local production options in Europe. Would a locally made GAC EV sway your purchase decision? Building or partnering on a plant could help bypass tariffs and keep prices competitive. GAC's target is clear: 500,000 overseas sales by 2030. Ambitious, right? If they can successfully expand in Europe while tackling tariff challenges. Having a good time? Make sure to subscribe and stick around for more great moments. Let's talk pricing because that's where things get interesting. GAC aims to undercut brands like Volkswagen and Tesla. For instance, the Aion UT is expected in the mid to high 20,000s, well below the Volkswagen ID.3 at 30,795 pounds. Does pricing influence your EV purchase more than brand loyalty? GAC's Chief Operating Officer Thomas Scamera says pricing must be smart and clever since GAC's brand value is still growing. It's a balancing act. Lower prices attract buyers, but building trust takes time. What's your take? Would you buy from a lesser-known brand if the value is there? In China, the UT sells for about 7,500 pounds, but UK costs like shipping and taxes bump that up. That's still competitive, especially considering both models offer advanced tech like front-mounted electric motors, LFP batteries, and large touchscreens. Inside, hard plastics are cleverly molded to look premium. For example, geometric finishes mimic carbon fiber. Smart cost-saving or cut corners. The goal is affordability without sacrificing perceived quality. Given these details, do you think GAC's strategy of offering premium features at a value price point will pay off in the UK? You might be wondering, how exactly will these cars be sold in the UK? That's where GAC Motors comes in. On July 15, 2025, GAC and GAC officially signed their joint venture agreement in London. Did you know GAC Motors is part of the Saudi GAC family's business empire? Through this partnership, GAC's Aion models will be distributed via select franchised retail network partners. Why do you think they're choosing a selective network rather than a mass rollout? According to Jasmine Wong, GAC Motors CEO, this joint venture is about meeting the UK's growing demand for smarter, cleaner passenger vehicles. GAC already distributes Farazon electric vans in the UK, so they bring local market experience to the table. Does having an established distributor affect your trust in a new car brand? GAC and GAC aim to gradually expand the Aion lineup beyond just 2 models. They're committed to offering UK buyers first-class solutions that are both innovative and sustainable. Now that GAC's UK plans are set, where does the brand go from here? Interestingly, GAC views Europe as relatively open, despite tariffs, according to Wei Haigang. Do you agree that the UK's lack of Chinese EV tariffs makes it an attractive test market? GAC's next steps include gradually introducing hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and even ICE cars alongside EVs. Which type of powertrain would you prefer in your next car? Beyond selling cars, GAC's One GAC 2.0 strategy focuses on building a full-chain ecosystem. That means everything from R&D to sales and service. Does a brand's ecosystem affect your purchase decision? GAC's approach, guided by the principle of "in Europe for Europe," shows they're thinking long-term. As GAC expands in markets like Poland and Portugal, do you think they can genuinely challenge European car makers? It all depends on how well they adapt and deliver what local customers want. GAC's UK arrival isn't just another EV launch. It signals real global ambition. Backed by trusted partnerships and smart pricing, Aion models could reshape UK buyer expectations. Will British drivers embrace this rising brand offering premium tech at competitive prices? That's what we'll be watching. If you found today's deep dive insightful, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more updates on emerging EV challengers. And we'd love your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Would you trust a new name like GAC for your next car?